Coach, you had, another second half where they go on a run. It felt like it might be flat again. You guys were able to kind of prevent that and then turn it around. What was the difference in this game maybe compared to the past few?
Yeah, I thought we were tough mentally tonight, and we were really together tonight for 40 minutes. And we talked a lot about that the last couple of days. I don't think we were, even though they went on a run to start the half, I don't think it's because we were flat. I think it's because we were turning the ball over, we're just missed so many opportunities early in the half, not because we didn't have pop or we weren't executing our stuff or playing with good pace or trying to guard. It's because we just kind of given it to the other team, which gives them opportunities. So it wasn't a flat thing. It wasn't a not alert thing. We were just a little careless with the ball. But I'll tell you guys this, like, you get 19 turnovers and you win by double figures on the road. I mean, boy, that's about as happy as I can be, because, we turned it over, and I'm not pleased with 19, guys. I tell everybody that I've recruited, no coach will care. They'll care less about an aggressive turnover. What I really care about is how we play the next possession. And our guys put that type of a mentality as a coach to the test tonight. But I held pretty firm, and I'm proud we were able to it's like when you shoot it really poorly and you win a game, like you're proud of those wins because you overcame it. We spent a lot of time, the last couple of days talking about like ball movement and our pace and our execution offensively and our running game. Because obviously we've been struggling to score. And I thought our guys really tried to do that tonight and still tried to be aggressive. Sometimes when you try to get them to share it more, guys, it takes their aggressiveness away. I thought our guys found a good balance, but doing that, sometimes you do get a little more careless with the ball, and that happens. So we got to clean that up. But, the thing that I'm most proud of, Justin, is how we responded when they made a big run there in the second half to take the lead. Because that hasn't always been the case to that level over the last couple of weeks. And then the other thing is just being able to overcome 19 turnovers, even though I wasn't too upset with the turnovers, because I thought it was a result of them trying to do what we've been practicing.
Only, I believe, one turnover in the final 10 minutes, though. How much was that an impetus to you guys getting back on track and being able to kind of create some separation?
Yeah, you can't give the other team the ball. I mean, so we finally settled down, but I thought we still continued to execute and play with some pop. So yeah, you stop giving the other team the ball. We haven't graded the film yet. You guys know this, but the first 8-10 minutes of the second half, I'd love to know how many turnovers we had during that stretch segment. I mean, it felt like an insurmountable margin. So maybe somebody here has the math already. We'll figure it out tonight. But no, I think there you go. Like, the pace and execution was still good down the stretch, but we did a much better job of taking care of the ball.
Even, maybe Houston game aside, but outside of that, scoring's been a struggle, but you guys have played well defensively, at least held teams low scoring margins defensively. Is that, obviously that's kind of been your focus the whole time, but do you feel like the defense has played where you want it to be, even if the offense hasn't been?
Honestly, you said take the Houston game out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. That's what I'm sitting here going, no, I was pissed off about our defense. We spent a lot of time in film on that Monday. No, I think outside of the Houston game, in the big picture, I like how we're guarding. Are there aspects of our defense that we have, that have some holes and some things that we have to really address? Yes. Like, the silly fouls around the basket for the last couple weeks, that's the thing that's, been the most frustrating, and the thing that we're probably coaching the hardest. And you saw it again tonight at times. But big picture, if you cut the Houston game out, but it don't work like that, guys. Like, the Houston game happened. I'm pissed off about how we guarded, but if you took that out, yeah, I mean, I'm pleased with the way we're trending defensively.
Wes, what did you think of the overall shot making display that you saw out of your guys tonight? Had more threes made than assists. I'm sure you don't really want to see that all the time, but it was really impressive. Just the off balance shots, the step backs that we were seeing at times, and the way the backcourt was able to put the ball through the net from outside.
Yeah, we did hit some tough ones, but when you have good players, that's what good players do, right? I mean, good play. And I thought, if you look at South Florida, they're a really good defensive team. Their numbers say that. They guard every night. Brian's a great defensive coach. And so, it's going to be hard to score. And when you play against good defenses, sometimes guys got to go make plays. I thought our guys did that at times tonight. But I thought the ball was moving better. I thought our pace and energy offensively was better. And even though that doesn't maybe show up in an assist, category tonight, I always think that everybody plays a little better when the ball's popping around and everybody's touching it. And that's, again, something we've been working on. And I thought that had something to do with making shots tonight. I think it had something to do with some turnovers, but I thought it also had something to do with making some shots. And then it was great to see us get some easy baskets. I mean, we finally got a couple easy ones, and we probably should have had 2 or 3 more. I think we had the play over top on the side out that I thought Hayden should have laid in. And we might have had him on the lob out of bounds with 1 second. We threw it off the backboard. And, I think, Mason, we threw the one away when David had to run out on the transition sequence. So it was nice to see us get some really easy baskets. And I think we probably should have had 2 or 3 more. So that's important for our offensive execution as well.
It was 9 turnovers in the first 9.5 minutes of the second half.
I knew I could count on you, Chad. You're better than our video coordinator and statistician. So appreciate that. That's it's going to be hard to be good in segments where you turn it over 9, a turnover a minute type of thing.
The teams are obviously starting to shift their coverage to David. How important was it tonight to have some other guys get going and kind of make them pay in that second half, looking for him? Because obviously if he's scoring 25 a night, everybody's going to load up on him.
It's really important. I thought Mike Saunders gave us a huge boost off the bench tonight, on both ends. I thought defensively, and then I thought offensively he was phenomenal. I looked down, he played 16 minutes. We probably should have had him in the game more. I mean, he was really, really good. And you see, I didn't think he was playing to score. I thought he was playing to play. And you look down and he gets to double figures like that. That's really helpful. And, I thought, let's see here. JD makes some shots late, which kind of helped push us out a little bit. But John made a big 3. Yeah, we need it from other places. Micah had some good moments. We need it from other places. And so it's good to see, because we can't just keep doing everything through David. And I thought we did things through some other guys tonight, and that was helpful.
One more for Coach.
You go 10 for 21 from 3, you get to 70. You mentioned you get it from a couple other guys. That when that hasn't happened the past couple of games, is that inconsistency? Is that something you feel like this team's going to have to deal with on offense this year? Or do you feel like down the stretch you can get it to a point where it is maybe more consistent?
Oh, I absolutely believe we can be more consistent, but we have to work at it. I mean, that was the message the last couple of days, is we can't get tired of the work, and sometimes the work is repetitive, and you get to February or late January or late February. I mean, every team has those moments where you get to this point in the year and you're doing the same drills and you're playing against the same guys, and it's the same point of emphasis every day. And you know what? Like, that's how it works. Like being great is not doing something well or knowing how to do something. It's learning how to excel at something. And sometimes that can be repetitive and boring. So what are we talking about? We're having some good offensive segments this year. We've had good offensive halves. We've had good offensive games. We're talking about trying to be more consistent. So I absolutely think we're capable of that, but we have to work at it to do it.
David, you're obviously playing really well, scoring the ball really well. Just how are you feeling, and what do you think is working for your game right now?
I feel great. I feel like I'm in the best groove I've been in my college career. I feel like I'm playing the game, my game. But like I said, thanks to Coach West and my teammates for putting me in position and allowing me to be myself. And them guys are incredible as well. JD stepped up. He was huge. Hit some big threes, made some plays. Shuey was him. Saunders was great defensively, pushing the ball down here. Duel was active, and everyone, it was a collective win.
Once again, it looked like they changed some stuff in the second half on how they were covering you. Yeah. How much bigger was it tonight that other guys stepped up and kind of carried the load when the defense shifted and focused on you?
Oh, it was huge. But I love when defenses do that, because it allows me to get a ball to my teammates in spots that they can be successful. And I know they're going to come through every single time. And if they don't, we're going to continue to go back to them. And I feel like we like the results if defense continue to play like that.
the last few second halves, we've seen you guys, maybe hit some walls and then kind of be flat. It looked like that was going to happen again. They went on a run and took a lead. What switched? What prevented that from then kind of lasting the whole half and you guys able to take control again?
Everyone band together. We just kind of resorted back to last game. We had a good end of the first half last game, then we came out flat in the second half. So we just kind of wanted to come out and play hard and not make the same mistake twice.
Defensively, you guys really clamped down that last 10, 12 minutes or whatever. Was that just collectively you guys, noticing what they were doing and being able to play scouting report defense and take it away?
Yeah, and the timeout coach just told us to lock in. And like I said, Duel and Jay New was a catalyst for us on the defensive end. Just to give Jay New a little spotlight, because I feel like he's the guy that don't get as much credit. He's literally our glue guy for us. He does everything. He scores, he passes, he defends. He's always number one in our defensive categories every time we look at the game. And him and Duel really led us on the defensive end.
David, the Bulls, the worst three-point shooting team in the country coming into this game. Was there an emphasis at all of saying, hey, maybe crash the boards a little bit more instead of trying to run out on those threes?
Yeah, but the one thing we did know is they're exceptional at getting to the basket and shooting mid-range. And we just kind of wanted to not be passive, but play them and know their strengths. And I feel like we did a good job of that tonight.
I know it's not as simple as this, but it feels like when this team's hitting open threes, a lot of times in transition, the offense can kind of flow and look okay. What do you guys see from your perspective on that front?
We just got to stay confident as individuals and as a team. And Coach does a great job of instilling confidence in us. And he's not one to trip over missed shots. And I feel like we just continue to stay together, band together, stay in the gym. The shots will fall.
What was it with the turnovers tonight? It was just trying to maybe play a little faster and get out in transition, kind of burning you guys a little bit?
Yeah, we wanted to get out and play fast. But I take a lot of blame for that. I had some careless turnovers that led to some easy shots for them, and that's unacceptable. But we'll do a better job to take care of the ball. It's not really the identity of our team. We don't turn the ball over much. And Micah Adam Woods, he #1 point guard in that in terms of assist to turnover ratio. So there won't be too many nights like that for us.
You guys have had a lot of success playing at the Yuengling Center in Tampa. Is there anything about playing there, maybe the lack of the crowd? What has it been that's given the Bearcats a lot of good nights there over the past 10 years?
I think we just, Bearcat toughness. I feel like we have Bearcat toughness. You can withstand anything, and I feel like we had a history of coming in here and implementing that toughness and having the results that we've been having against them.
It's been a little back and forth. I think, 1-1 lost, 1-1, 1 lost. And what's the key to maybe trying to get on a little bit of a run here over the next few?
Well, first things never as high as it is or as it seems or low as it seems. So we just kind of got to stay even keel, play the long game because we playing for championships. We have the personnel, we have the coaching staff to do that. And so we just continue to have to grow, continue to get better, follow coach in practice. And I think everything will take care of itself in the long run.
It looked like they wanted to go ahead, JT.
All right. David, you guys out of the field, they actually get a win on the road after, a tough home game you guys had on Sunday.
Oh, it was really good. As Coach said, some of them bounce back games, those were some of the best. And we played a really good Houston team. And we grew from that loss. And we came in here and wanted to show what we worked on in practice. So this was good for us individually, our confidence individually, and as a collective unit.
You talked about their mid-range game. They looked like they wanted to try to get it right to the rim and play inside out, but your defense was able to take it away. You talked about Abdul a little bit. What were he and the bigs able to do to keep them from having success down there?
Well, our motto is fight hard on defense, but also stay solid, stay down on shot fakes, build a wall, make them finish over you. And if they beat us, we got some of the best rim protection in the country. We actually do the #1 and #2, Hayden and Duel. And then you got Odie and Big Vic as well. So we as confident as we can be when the ball get downhill that our big men will clean things up or make it a tough shot for our opponent.